Hi, I'm Larie, and welcome to your 30-minute glute and leg tricep workout. What you're going to need today: a mat. You're going to need a band. I have a fabric band, but a latex band will do the trick as well. You're going to need dumbbells. For reference, I have a pair of 15s and 20s. You'll need a bench or a chair. Either is fine. Just make sure if you do have a chair that the back of that chair is up against a wall. And then this is optional, you may want a book or just something to help elevate your toes so we can get an increased range of motion on our calf raises. Here's today's format. We have trisets, so we have 3 exercises at a time. Every exercise will be performed for 60 seconds, so we have 3 minutes of total work time. Then we'll have 15 seconds to recover before moving on to a new block. We have 9 blocks today, and every exercise is non-repeat. The first exercise will typically be a unilateral movement, meaning one side, and then we're going to hit the other. And then that third exercise will be bilateral, meaning equal weight in both feet. Here's how your screen is going to look. Up in this corner is going to be a demo. So with about 15 seconds to go, you'll see a demo. Once you hear that ding, we've moved on. Up in this corner will be the current block that we're on, and down here will be our timer. All right, y'all, I want you to find a weight selection that is challenging for you. Remember, you and I are different. We don't have to use the same resistance. We don't have to go at the same speed. Our range of motion may be different as well. This is your workout, so let's grab all our stuff, maybe something for hydration and a towel, and let's get to work. Go ahead and place your band around your quads right above your knees. We're going to begin with cha-cha, so you can use this offhand to help stabilize yourself. Core stays tight. This left leg is going to press back into the band, straight back, bring it in, 45-degree angle, bring it in, and then directly to the side. So here's another view, straight back, 45 to the side. Keep your core tight. We want to keep this hip as stable as possible. Use a hand to help brace yourself if you want it. Core's got to stay tight today. Help stabilizes the hips and the spine. Here we go. We begin with banded cha-chas in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go.
I go anywhere with you, 'cause you feel my mind, or you feel my mind. We could build a dream, start up something new. Let the old be dead, let the shadows leave my head. When the world is on your shoulders and you feel like falling over, just come a little closer. I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. 'Cause when we are together, I know you feel the tension. Just let me in your head so I can be there for you, there for you. The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me till we fall asleep? The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me?
In 5 seconds, we'll switch to the other side. In 3, 2, and 1, switch sides.
With you by my side, with you by my side. Though we've only met, let me dive into your ocean with my heart open. When the world is on your shoulders and you feel like falling over, just come a little closer. I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. 'Cause when we are together.
Next up, we have monster walks. We're going to travel back and forwards. In 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to go ahead and start back. So a little mini squat here. We're traveling back for 4. While we travel back, we are pressing into the band. And then we travel forwards for 4, pressing into the band. So we're going at this slight angle, pressing into the band. Glutes should be burning.
We do it on repeat.
Last 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Get rid of that band. We'll come back to it at the end of the workout, but we don't need it for now. Next up, we have a single leg to bilateral squat. So we need our bench. Ground through the left leg, right leg goes up, and then we're going to take it down slow and controlled. Single leg, make sure we're sitting down on that bench, and then we're driving up bilateral. So core stays tight. Take it down, 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 down. Sit down. Drive through the concentric bilateral. If needed, you can take it down with that B stance or kickstand and then drive it back up. One more rep, then we'll switch sides. Last 3, 2, and 1. Let's start in the down position this time. So we're here, bring it up, lift the leg. So that hip, the natural tendency is for all of our weight to shift to that right side. So we just have to keep that core tight. Transverse abdominal is engaged. Control it, and then press up. Now, after this exercise, we're going to take those dumbbells in our hand, and we have front-loaded squats. So make sure your dumbbells are somewhere around you. Next up, we have dumbbell front-loaded squats, 1 to 1/4 rep, in 3, 2, and 1. Grab your dumbbells, bring it up to the chest, feet about shoulder width apart, take it down, add a 1/4 rep at the bottom, then drive it up. Everyone's range of motion here will look different, so honor your range of motion. We're targeting glutes and quads mainly. We recover in 3, 2, and 1. All right, onto our hip hinge block. We have some RDLs coming up. We'll start with a B stance RDL. I'm gonna grab some 20s. Only go as low to where you feel it in your glutes and in your hammies. So kickstand, 80-20. Send that left hip back, back, back. Once your hips stop moving, you stop moving. So once our hips stop going back in that hip flexion, we stop, and then we drive it up. Core stays tight, so something that needs to happen here is your spine has got to stay as still as possible. If we start feeling pain and discomfort in the low back, there's a high probability that we are letting the spine move somewhere in this movement. So keep your core super tight to help stabilize that spot. We switch sides in 3, 2, and 1. Get set and then move. Set your foundation.
When lights go off, you're everything that I could ever want. Your touch so soft, not looking for no heaven to go, 'cause I got you, don't wanna show us off, but you're my
Next up, we have a bilateral RDL. We're gonna add a quarter rep at the bottom of the movement. In 3, 2, and 1. Equal weight in both feet. Same concept, send those hips back, core stays tight. Stop here, add that quarter rep, and then bring it all the way up. So when we add this quarter rep, your glutes are moving it. So your hips are doing the work. You're not leading with the dumbbells. If we're feeling it in our low back, we're letting that spine move. We're leading with the dumbbells. Your hips move back, your hips move forward. Dumbbells are long for the ride. Make the quarter rep in your hips. Glutes are on fire. Come on, 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Okay, set those dumbbells down. Next up, we have a lateral lunge. We're gonna do one full range of motion, one static. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to grab my 15s, left side first. So we take it out to the side. Let's do our static first, and then we drive it up. So take it out to the side, feet stay grounded, and then press off through that left foot. We switch sides in 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Next up, we have dumbbell sumo squats. We'll do that 1 to a quarter rep. In 3, 2, and 1. Wide stance, heels and toes out. Take it down, quarter rep at the bottom. Drive it up. Whew, those inner thighs, your adductors. This is a great exercise for them. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, set those dumbbells down. Quick break. We have Bulgarians now. One foot's gonna go on that bench, other foot's forward. You can do a static lunge as a modification. You could also just use one dumbbell if you want. Left side first. Let's get set. So back foot goes on. We take it down slow and controlled. Bring it up.
our love is alive? What if our hearts still beat in time? Don't you just wanna find out? Come on, let's take that climb. We can fall in love, we can fall in love, we can fall in love again.
We'll switch sides in 3, 2, and 1. Get set and then move. Reverse lunges in 3, 2, wow, and 1. I'm gonna change up the grip just because my grip is starting to give out. So if that happens to you, you can always take it to a front-loaded position or just place them on your shoulders if it's comfortable to kind of mimic a barbell.
Just call you when the moon is rising. I'm craving every moment with you. I can't just need you when the tides are turning. I cherish every second with you. I've got to hold on to your heart every day of the week, every week of the year. I've got to rewind and restart.
Last 3, 2, and 1. Oh goodness. Okay, now we have our calf block. So you can, if you want, grab your book to increase the range of motion. Just place your toes on your book. So we're coming into this supported quadruped position and then just one leg. So really squeeze that calf at the top, control it down. Seconds and we'll switch side. My calf is burning right now. Come on, we got this. Last 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Coming up next, we have dumbbell bilateral calf raises. We'll do it in a standing position. You can take those dumbbells down to the side or place them on your shoulders. It is up to you. Wow. Okay, let's get set first, and then we'll go. Add that quarter rep at the top. And if you're feeling a little shaky, the quarter rep is going to be pretty challenging. Last 3, 2, and 1. Next up, we have our hip thrust block. So it's going to go single leg, and then bilateral. Oh, this clock goes quick. All right, let's get into position, and then we'll go. So single leg, I'm going to do my left side first. Just bring it up and then down. Something else we could do, so we could just set that leg and support it on the leg. So we're using that left glute to drive us up. We switch sides in 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, bilateral hip thrust, equal weight in both feet, 10, 3, 2, and 1. Add the quarter rep at the top. So really squeeze those glutes hard twice. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze them more. Last 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Okay, come down. Now we're going to do bridges. So the same movement, but different range of motion and different angle. Our hips are going to be slightly above us, but don't hyperextend at that lumbar spine. So B stance first, left, right supports. So bring it up, feel that left glute do the work, and then bring it down. Make sure that glute is doing most of the work. If you start to feel it in your back, there's a good chance that we're kind of letting the hips spill forward and just moving that low back a little too much. So just try to keep it all nice and neutral. You could also do a slight like scoop under, and that may feel good for some people, not all, but some. Switch sides in 3, 2, and 1. Other side, right grounds, left supports. We'll switch to bilateral, top range of motion only. In 3, 2, and 1. Equal weight in both feet. Bring it to the top. Squeeze those glutes hard. Take it halfway down, all the way up. Every time we bring it all the way up, try to squeeze those glutes more and maintain tension in the glutes as we bring it halfway down. Squeeze more. Maintain. Squeeze more. My glutes are on fire. Come on, I know yours are too. We have less than 10 seconds and then we get a break and then it's on to our final block. Last 3, 2, and 1. Grab your band. Oh my goodness, grab your band. Place it around your quad super quick. We'll do one side and then the other. Left side first for me, right above the knees. On your forearm. We're gonna press into that band twice. So bring it all the way up. And then down, just once, all the way up, and then down. My band is very heavy right now. As a modification, you can always just keep that hip on the ground and perform normal clamshells. You will feel it in that top glute, but you're gonna feel it in that bottom glute as well, and that bottom oblique. We'll switch sides in 3, 2, and 1.
I've been fighting everything you'll be, 'cause everything you'll be is changing me, and I can't seem to get you out of my head, out of my head. I got time for you, I got time for you, so be mine. Would you give me time to give it all to you, give it all to you? Let me give it all to you. Wanna give it all to you.
We're gonna end with a reverse hyper, kind of makeshift reverse hyper on our bellies. In 3, 2, and 1. So come on your belly. Everything's staying still except your legs. So I want you to use your glutes to drive the legs up, press into the band at the top. So as we get the glutes to bring the legs up, we are also pressing into the band and then add that pulse at the top. So up and out, up and out. Core stays tight. Try it. If you find that your hips are moving like this, your core is not staying that tight. So core stays tight, out and up twice.
Everything you'll be is changing me, and I can't seem to get you out of my head, out of my head. I got time for you, I got time for you, so be mine. Would you give me time to give it all to you?
In 5 seconds, we'll hold at the top and just pulse. In 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top and pulse.
Let me give it all to you. Wanna give it all to you.
Come on, we have 30 more seconds. If you need to take a break, come out of it, rest, reset, and then do it again. About 15.
Let me
Here's our last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done tapping out. Nice work, y'all. Okay, since we're here, let's go ahead and give ourselves a little stretch. Make it active by reaching the head forward, pressing the mat away, and then pressing through the tops of the thighs. Good. Big, deep inhale. Exhale down. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Press it up. Nice work. Let's roll over onto one side. And then as gracefully as possible, it's not going to be graceful for me, but I know you can do it. Just take that band off. Wow. Okay, let's come into a figure 4 stretch. We'll do one side then the other. So cross that leg over, grab a hold of the hamstring, and then make it active by pressing against the inner thigh with that elbow and then pulling that knee in. So a little press and pull action. You can stay right here if you want to. Release the arms and then take a little spinal twist up and, or yeah, not up and over, but just over. And when you're ready, come out of it. Let's do the other side. Cross it over, pull it in, make it active by pressing and pulling. Dorsiflex at the ankles, good. You can stay right here. It is your stretching time. You get to do what you want, or you can do a little spinal twist. And that's gonna get that glute as well. Make sure if your knee's collapsing in, you're not gonna feel it much. Just make sure you're actively pressing that way. All right, when you're ready, undo it. Hug the knees in towards the chest. You can stay right here, or you can bring the feet up. Come into a little happy baby. Inhale, press against the feet. As you exhale, pull. Inhale, press. Exhale, pull. Inhale, press. Exhale, pull. Hold here. We'll be here for about 10 more seconds. Take any movements that you want. Grab a hold of the backs of the hamstrings. Give yourself a few spinal rolls up for 3, 2, and 1. Let's hit our quads because we did a lot of quad work today. Okay, let's bring the left foot forward. We'll take it into 2 different variations. Neutral spine, squeeze that left glute, and then reach it up and over. So right now we're feeling a big stretch along that right hip flexor. Then you're welcome to stay right here, or we can start to bring it forward, come into a little lizard pose. So opening up that left hip, you can gently take that right knee back if you want. And then of course, if you want to get really fancy, and I don't know if I can do it, but if you want to take that stretch farther, shall I say, you can bend this knee, reach that left arm up and over, and grab and just gently pull it in. That's a little too much for me today, so I'm just gonna stay right here. And to come out of it, just place that left foot back down onto the ground. You can just bring that right knee in, come out of it how you want. Let's do the other side. Neutral, squeeze that left glute. Left hand goes up and over. You're welcome to stay right here. If you wanna take it a little farther, now we can start to bring it forward. Open up, and then just make this stretch your own. However, just play around with it. Find a variation that feels good for you. One more big deep inhale, and then as we exhale, let's just come down to a seated position, y'all. Nice work. Okay, let's just take a round of breath together. Inhale up. And exhale, open, y'all. Nice work today. As long as you tried your best, that is all that matters. Let me know what you would like to see in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Your love and support always means the world, so I appreciate all the kind words. And most importantly, remember, you are awesome, you rock, and have an amazing rest of your day.